AMS2 has a wide variety of different cars, and all of these different cars have different ways you shift. So how do you shift all of these different cars, or from manual to automatic? I will show you today, because I'm Aorus Silver and I'm here to help you to learn to shift with any car in this game. So let's get into a car which you maybe don't know fully. No, you haven't seen, but you know about it. Okay, so now we're in the Brabham BT40. No. Okay, so now I'm here in the Formula High-Tech Gen 2 Model 2. And if we enter ICM, you will see here, there's an upshift mode. So off means I control upshifts and downshifts, which you will see here. I'm controlling them. But if we switch it to up only, you will see that it does shift upwards. That you can see. Then we can switch it to down only, which you see there. And then you can also switch it to full, which means that it works as a fully automatic gearbox. I prefer it to just be to be upshifts only, since downshifts it might shift sometimes a bit too much, which is something I don't really like. And then other cars, like the Formula V10 Gen 2, no, our Gen 2 has up only as a only option, and then you have certain street cars which you can switch between manual and automatic. And by manual I mean semi-automatic, which is just up and down. But also this one has paddle shifters, like the modern Formula 1 cars. This one has it, and this one has it. So then we can switch over to a car which doesn't have paddle shifters, but is still a semi-automatic racing car. Okay, and now here we are in the AMG GT1. As you can see, I'm not using my paddle shifters, even if I can, because this car has a sequential shifter, which you can see there. What that is, it's a stick where you just pull or push, depending on if you're shifting down or up. You obviously can use your paddle shifters if you want. That's what I would use if I want to go as fast as possible. But this is how this one does. Also, certain sequential cars, like the kart cars, they don't have auto... I don't remember what's it called, but certain cars have auto blip, and they have auto cut, not auto cut off, but they automatically go off the throttle when you're shifting up. And that's efficient, because then you don't have to blip or anything. But then the kart cars, they don't have the thing where it automatically turns off the throttle when you're shifting up. And you can see also my pedal movements there on the right. So that's the interesting thing about sequentials. But then we come to the most interesting cars in terms of shifting, in my opinion, and that is manual cars, because they have quite a few ways you can do things. Okay, so now we're in a manual car. You can see I'm moving my shifter here between all the different gears, but I'm going to just show you how to do, because the engine now is off, and that's because I intentionally stalled it. But what you want to do, because there are a lot of different ways, so let me just show you. When shifting up, let's say you are in first, like this. Then you want to switch, so then you go off the throttle, like that. Then you clutch to go up to second, and then you go. So it's a bit like that, to shift up. But you can also do like that, we're going at speed, but that's a higher chance of the gears not aligning and you shifting in. This car, it works with, because it's a dog box, I think it's called, so the gears are made for it. But then in other cars, it's not fully possible. Because of some reason, I don't remember, because they don't have synchronizers, I think it was. Then when you're braking, there are also different ways. So let's say you're here, then you can do heel and toe, where you, I'm not so good, where you brake, go on the clutch and throttle to shift down. So you go like that, sort of. But I'm not the best at it. But what I've learned you should do is actually in almost, I think it is in all cars in AMS you do this, or that's what one of the devs said, is that you go like that with the clutch when shifting up, and then when shifting down, you go on the brake and blip the throttle to try and make the gears synchronize with themselves so you can shift. And that method has worked quite well. I've just had a few issues with shifting, but that's my personal issues and not anything to do with the method and car, so to say. So now let's start it up so I can show you what I mean. Okay, so let us just gently go through here. You can see that I shifted without synchronizing, and I had a few issues. See, I can shift like that, but then it can get a bit weird sometimes. Also, you have to, in these manual cars, you can't just shift up and down like you want, because you might have some issues with the engine getting some damage, and the gearbox too, because individual gears can break. But fortunately, manual cars, if you do it, you can just avoid that gear, which is quite good and quite nice. So that's just in this braking zone. You can see this car is the best, but you can see that the shifting actually works, which is the most important part. But let me go back and let me do some final thoughts. Okay, so that was it for this video. What did you think? Comment down below. And once you're down there, please hit the like button and also subscribe. My next video, we'll have to see what it's on. Probably another guide, but maybe Renato has decided to release the dev update then. We'll have to see. But until then, I've been Racing Legend, you've been my amazing viewers. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!